In last lecture, we have discussed some examples of vector space. Now, in this lecture, we will discuss some basic properties of vector space. For that, let us consider V be a real vector space and theta is zero vector, or we can say additive identity of vector space V. Then there are some properties for vector space V. First is theta is unique. That means zero vector, or we can say additive identity is unique. So we want to prove that theta is unique. So suppose that theta and theta dash are two zero vectors. Okay. Now here we have considered theta and theta dash two zero vector for vector space V. Now our aim is to prove theta is unique. So we prove that theta is equal to theta dash. So first of all we consider theta as a zero vector for the vector space V, and theta dash is some element of vector space V. Now here theta is zero vector and theta dash is element. So theta dash plus theta is equal to theta plus theta dash is equal to theta dash, because here we have considered theta as a zero vector and theta dash as a element of vector space V. So when we add zero vector to any element, we get the answer this element. So we get the answer theta dash. Now give it equation number 1. Now consider, here we have considered theta as zero vector. Now consider theta dash as a zero vector for vector space V and theta as a element. So again theta plus theta dash is equal to theta dash plus theta is equal to theta, because here zero vector is theta dash and element is theta. So now in element theta we add zero vector theta dash, so we get the answer and element theta. Okay, now give it equation number 2. From equation number 1, these both equation are same. Here we get answer theta dash and here we get answer theta only. So these both equation are same. So from equation number 1 and equation number 2 we get theta is equal to theta dash. So zero vector theta is unique. Now second property is additive inverse is unique, or we can say opposite element or a vector is unique. So our aim is to prove additive inverse, or we can say opposite vector, opposite element is unique. That means for any vector x bar belongs to V minus x bar belongs to V is unique, means opposite vector is unique. So let us assume that x bar, x1 bar and x2 bar are opposite vectors for a vector x bar from the vector space V. Here we have considered two opposite vector x1 bar and x2 bar for vector x bar. Now our aim is to prove opposite vector is unique. So we prove that these two vectors are same. So we prove that x1 bar is equal to x2 bar. Now x1 bar and x2 bar are opposite vector of x bar. From the definition we have x bar plus x1 bar is equal to x1 bar plus x bar is equal to theta. Similarly x bar plus x2 bar plus x bar is equal to theta. That means when we add opposite vector to the vector x bar we get the answer zero vector. Okay, similarly for x2 we get the answer zero vector. Now x1, when we add any element, when we add zero vector in any element we get the same answer. So x1 bar is equal to x1 bar plus theta, we can write as follow. Now x1 bar plus theta is equal to x bar plus x2 bar from equation number 3. So x1 bar theta can be written as x bar plus x2 bar. Now associative property, when we apply x1 bar plus x bar plus x2 bar. Now x1 bar plus x bar means x1 bar plus x bar equal to 0 vector. So here we get 0 vector theta plus x2 bar. Okay. Now x2 bar plus 0 vector gives x2 bar. From this x1 bar is equal to x2 bar. So we get the both these vector are same. That means opposite vector is unique, or we can say additive inverse is unique. Now third is left and right cancellation law. First of all, we understand what is the left cancellation law and right cancellation. For that, consider three vector x bar, x1 bar and x2 bar from the vector space V. Now the left hand side. This part is the left hand side of our book. This part is right hand side of our book. Okay. This is right hand side. When here it is our right hand. So it is right hand side. This is our left hand. So this is left hand side. So left cancellation law, x bar plus x1 bar is equal to x bar plus x2 bar. This implies that x1 bar plus equal to x2 bar. Now here x bar is cancelled from the left hand side. Okay. This is our left hand and x bar is also on left side. So x bar is cancelled from the left hand side. So it is called the left cancellation law, and we get the answer x1 bar is equal to x2 bar. Now the right cancellation law, if x1 bar plus x bar is equal to x2 bar plus x bar, then x1 bar is equal to x2 bar. Here x bar is cancelled from the right hand side. So x1 bar, so it is called the right cancellation law, and we get the answer x1 bar is equal to x2 bar. Now we will give the proof of this left and right cancellation law. I will provide the proof of left cancellation law, and the proof of right cancellation law is your homework for your assignment. Okay. So first we consider x bar plus x1 bar is equal to x bar plus x2 bar. Our aim is to prove what we want to prove, x1 bar is equal to x2 bar. So our aim is to prove x1 bar is equal to x2 bar. Now here vector x bar is from vector space V. Now V is the vector space. So for vector x bar, opposite vector exists in V. Okay. Our fifth property. For every vector in vector space V, opposite vector exists. So for x bar in V, opposite vector minus x bar also exists in V. Now minus of x bar is opposite vector of x bar. So vector addition of these two vector gives the answer theta, or a 0 vector. Okay. Now x bar plus x1 bar is equal to x bar plus x bar. It is already we have. Now add opposite vector both the side from into left hand side and also in right hand side. So we get minus of x bar plus x1 bar, minus of x bar plus x2 bar. Now apply associative property. We get minus of x bar plus x1 bar, minus of x bar plus x2 bar. After applying associative property, this is the vector addition of vector x bar and its opposite vector minus of x bar. So this gives the answer 0 vector. Similarly, here we get answer 0 vector. So from minus of x bar plus x bar is equal to theta, and here it is also theta. So in our next step we get the theta plus x1 bar and theta plus x2 bar. Now when the vector addition of 0 vector with a given vector x bar gives the answer x1 bar, and here it is x2 bar. So from here, for if x bar plus x1 bar is equal to x bar plus x2 bar, then we get the answer x1 bar is equal to x2 bar. This gives the proof of left cancellation law. Now for the right cancellation law, you should process in similar way. Okay, and this is for your assignment. Clear? Here we have add minus of x bar in left hand side. In right cancellation law, you should add minus of or opposite vector in right hand side. Clear? Okay, this is for your assignment. You should write down the proof. Now fourth property is, for any vector x bar belongs to V, when we multiply this vector with 0, then we get the answer 0 vector. Here it is 0 from R. Okay, 0 is from R. Theta is belongs to V. So 0 is from R and theta belongs to V. Okay. So when we multiplied any vector with 0, then we get the answer 0 vector. So what is the how we can proceed? So first of all, 0 scalar multiplied with vector x bar. It can be written as 0 plus 0 multiplied with x bar. This implies that 0 of x bar plus 0 of x bar. This is the distributivity of scalar addition. Here it is distributivity of scalar addition. Okay. Now we can add 0 vector into any vector. So 0 of 0x bar plus theta is equal to 0x bar plus 0x bar. Now here when we apply left cancellation law, 0x bar is cancel out. Okay, here 0x bar and this 0x bar is cancel out. So by left cancellation law we get 0x bar is equal to theta. Okay, so this gives the proof of when we multiplied any vector with 0, then we get answer 0 vector. Okay, fifth property is, for any alpha belongs to R, alpha into theta is equal to theta. Means scalar multiplication of alpha with 0 vector gives the answer 0 vector. That means that when we multiplied 0 vector with any element of real number R or any real number, we get the answer 0 vector. Now for that, let us consider any alpha belongs to R. Now alpha theta is can be written as alpha theta plus theta. Here now we use the property distributivity over vector addition, because these two are vector and this is scalar. So we use property distributivity over vector addition. Okay, so alpha theta can be written as alpha theta plus alpha theta. Now we add 0 vector in this vector alpha theta. So we get alpha theta plus theta is equal to alpha theta plus alpha theta. Okay, because the addition of 0 vector does not change the vector. So we can write as follow at here. Okay, now from the by applying left cancellation law, this alpha theta and this alpha theta is cancel out and we get the answer theta is equal to alpha theta, or we can write alpha theta is equal to theta. So this gives the proof of that if when we multiplied any element with 0 vector, we get the answer 0 vector. Now sixth property is, for any element alpha belongs to R, for any real number alpha belongs to R and vector x bar belongs to V, minus of alpha x bar is equal to minus alpha x bar. This means that minus sign is comes out. Okay, so for that let consider any alpha belongs to R and vector x bar belongs to V. Okay, now alpha plus of minus alpha x bar is equal to 0 x bar. Clear? It is clear. Alpha plus minus alpha means 0 is equal to 0 x bar. Now again the here this is scalar, this is scalar. Okay, so distributivity over scalar addition. So we get alpha x bar plus minus alpha x bar is equal to theta, because here first we have proved that our fourth property 0 into x bar is equal to 0 vector theta. Okay, now alpha of x bar plus minus of alpha of x bar is equal to, here we have alpha of x bar minus alpha of x bar is equal to theta. Now theta can be written as alpha of x bar plus opposite vector of alpha x bar, this is minus alpha of x bar. So alpha of x bar a vector addition with opposite vector of alpha x bar, that is minus alpha x bar, gives the theta. So this step can be written as this. Okay, so alpha of x bar plus minus alpha x bar is equal to alpha x bar plus minus alpha x bar. Now again by the left cancellation law, alpha x bar cancel out, we get the answer minus alpha x bar is equal to minus of alpha minus alpha x bar. Clear? So these are some basic property of the vector space. In next lecture we will discuss about the subspace, and we will also discuss some example and some theorems, important theorems about the subspaces. Okay, thank you.